Okay, hey travelers. It turns out that I'm just obsessed with Jurassic World Evolution right now, so that's probably what's going to be on the channel for the next few weeks. I do hope to get back to Sims 4, and I also hope to have some other content for you in December. But for now, we're going to play Jurassic World Evolution 3, and we're going to go ahead and start the Clark County site thing. The objectives are to turn a ramshackle flying reptile zoo into a well-maintained moneymaker. So I went ahead and played a lot over here in Kauai, and I researched a lot and did a lot of genome stuff, so hopefully that I did enough to unlock enough stuff. The entire time I was over here in Kauai, though, every contract I fulfilled did not do anything to our entertainment, conservation, or security objectives. Like, it didn't do anything at all. So I think when it says that you can do it at any world site, it means like the one that you're supposed to be on and the one that's coming up next, not the one you've already been to. But I don't know for sure. So let's go ahead and start Clark County.
Las Vegas. In Spanish, the Meadows. It brings to mind peaceful, rolling pastures and verdant land. But what we get are greedy opportunists rolling the dice on displaying prehistoric animals in sorely lacking enclosures. But then, aren't you also taking a gamble? Will you be able to get this site not just functional, but ethical? Roll up, place your bets, and good luck. You know, believe in that sort of thing.
Okay.
We're going to Vegas. I was expecting blitz, glamour, and maybe you're right on the town. Huh? But that'll teach me for being optimistic. What was this place again?
I believe that the original owner called it a prehistoric playland, or some such. The new owner, our client, wants us to take better care of these animals.
And I bet they're expecting some impressive profits given the Vegas adjacent real estate. Oh, I have a good feeling about this.
Okay.
To help out, I brought in a freelance crisis manager. She was a big name at Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, until they went under, catastrophically. But I'm sure that had nothing to do with you, Lily. Nothing at all.
Thank you, Cabot. And hello, everyone. Now, our most pressing task is to get these animals re-contained, which means preparing that aviary. Unless we want those high flyers to escape to the bright lights of the city, of course.
Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure that we can fix. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is put down a maintenance post so that we can get our teams on things. We have some interesting stuff. Okay, so we need a maintenance facility. ahead and add our maintenance team. I'm going to go ahead and change their design though. Pretty sure we can change it. Jurassic Park. So they're going to go ahead and repair that, and then let's go ahead and see. We have to research the aviary domes, but I don't think we have a science lab. We have a control center, a ranger team, which makes me also want to put a ranger team thing in here. I like that one. Go. Do we already have a ranger team thing there? Okay, so we didn't need that. We didn't need this one. The one right here. Okay, good to know. Okay. Alright, let's transport these dinosaurs back in here. I think that was all of them. Okay. And then let's go ahead and make sure we have a shelter. Okay, we don't have any, so let's go ahead and get one. And then we need some amenities, so let's go ahead and do a small hotel. Go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff here so we can fit the small hotel right near the front of the aviary. Plus, these little details aren't necessary. Like, they're nice, but they're not necessary, especially for right now. have a restroom. So, small hotel. I'm going to put it right here. As close to this aviary as we can get it. There we go. And then I also want just a little bit more power so we can begin to expand things. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and get storm defense, and now we need our scientists. Maintenance facility, staff center. I actually think the generators are the way to go. I just wish there was a smaller one. Cool. Alright, so now we are getting to know what these people want. They're missing pasture. They're missing a little bit of bearing. Good, they're happy now. Great. Okay, so construct a maintenance post to cover all infrastructure is the next task. So let's go ahead and make sure we've covered everything. There we've done that.
Especially good to see you again here.
We should know each other.
Lily was a mentor for me. She gave me my first opportunities in paleoboration. I walked away from those opportunities with a copy of my contacts database in your pocket. She was a cunning young raptor, you said. Yes, well, I learned from the best. But let's just focus on reconceiving the escaped flying reptiles.
Looking good. But if this place is going to hit the jackpot, we'll need these animals to be visible to our guests. And we should make it clear that the park's under new management with some stylish scenery too.
Oh yeah. What's a sideshow without the show? Girl.
Okay, so then there's also some scenery we're supposed to do. But I don't. 5 scenery blueprints.
All those old structures that were on the site when we got here don't exactly shout high-end establishment. Remember, you can demolish anything you don't like. Well, dress it up with some lovely scenery items. Doing a good job, and I might hire you to revitalize my porch.
I don't know what any of this stuff is. So let's go ahead and just put some lights.
If this site runs out of money, well, that would be a crisis in its own right. Use an arrival point to open the park. Then we can get back to work.
That makes sense. I feel like one should go right here, but it's like in the water. There's like a section of them where they're not being viewed. But I want to save this area to build onto it. Okay. So now let's go ahead and make sure that we have food and shopping and drinks right here so that it's all lined up to this place. To currently where the dinosaurs are. Okay, and then we have a restroom, and we just want to make sure that that restroom is fully covered. Covers the park fully. Yeah, it does. For now it does. Okay, so we can open the park.
Our plant wants more species on site. This is a non-negotiable part of our contract, so do whatever needs to be done to make it happen. Lily, could you lend your guidance?
Of course. Building a new aviary is step one. It's crucial to get right. The proper environment will keep these animals happy enough to prevent an escape attempt. When the aviary is set up, then we can look to bringing more fine animals on site. The guests will love that, I'm sure.
Good to know, I guess. There's the Science Center. Research aviary domes. Enclosures. Aviary domes. Good. This is nests. Aviaries. Oh, we don't have any scientists. Okay. You were good at logistics. Alright, you have a little bit of everything. And you have a bit of everything. Okay, so operations, we don't need to do. Aviary domes. Said something was new here and I don't see anything. We have medium carnivores. We researched all of this. See, this is stuff I did off camera where I researched a bunch of stuff. So this should be... Okay, aviaries. Insufficient skills still. Okay, that's fine. So for now, let's go ahead and train our scientists. And then we'll go ahead and see if we can research the aviary domes. The weird thing is it's like nests, lagoon nests, ground nests, etc. And then there's hatchery upgrades. You know? But it doesn't say aviary domes. But then this does in its description, which is interesting. Okay, so we're going to research that, and we also want to get the genome of the Kaujara, or whatever that's called. We need an expedition center. I wonder what would happen if I went and did it at a different site. I'm going to go ahead and save my game and go to the other site and research that and see if it clicks it off basically over here. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're about to find out whether or not that worked to check it off here since we did it in a different park. Which it did. Great. So now we need to construct 4 aviary domes. Which look like this. So
Time for us to make use of that genome, don't you think? Go ahead, synthesize, incubate, release, profit.
great. Synthesize, incubate, and release a whatever that's called. So we're actually going to go ahead and go back into our we don't have an expedition thing here. The one thing I want to do is I really do want to see like what we have in terms of that. Okay. We need another scientist, I think. One that has like good overall everything rather than one that has an amazing amount of one thing. Like this person has 5, genetics but 0 and everything else. So we're going to go ahead and recruit this person. Alright, and then now we want to go ahead and synthesize a dinosaur, which is this one. And I want to modify its genome a little bit. I want to say that the females can be any of these colors. And the pattern color can be any of these. Let's have it not be this one. And the males, I feel like can be any of the darker shades. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter, but... And I definitely like the lighter color. And then with traits, I do want to increase their lifespan a little bit and their compatibility and their tolerance. Save and exit. So let's begin the task. There we go. And then I do feel like we should probably put a flying nesting area in. But right now it's not registering valid dinosaurs because these guys haven't flown any further. Let's go ahead and put it here. Did that go in? Yes. Okay. And then I want to just make sure that you guys are okay. Yeah, they are. Okay. And then I also want to make sure about you are male. Are any of them female? Yes. We have 2 females and 2 males right now, so they could breed. They like the ghost, whatever that one's called. They don't like the other one, but they tolerate it, so. Alright, and then we do need a viewing gallery here, and I think we need another one over here, provided that I can get a path to connect. just go ahead and take this around this way. And then we are going to need power. Very important. Okay. So now that we've done that, we can go ahead and see about hatching some of these. Select eggs. Okay, so we want 1 male, but 3 females is fine. Because we have more males than females. Insufficient funds. Fabulous. We can't... Begin incubation. Cheaper incubation. Start task. Okay, we are now out of money entirely, so contracts are not available. And we are fully on out of money. We are fully out of money, so we can't build anything or do anything. We have barely any money left. Okay. We don't have enough money to release them. As far as I know. I think it takes money to release them, so we'll see. Because we are out of money. Like, there isn't any money left. There's $52,000. So, we'll see whether or not it costs money to release them, because I can't remember whether or not it does or not. But that will be over soon. Great. Great, it didn't cost money to release them. So, there's the 2 we were able to incubate.
Sound good? You know, I see where they're coming from. Nature should be revered, but the situation, I must say, has evolved since Mexico's eruption on Isla Nublar. The dinosaurs aren't isolated on an island anymore. Our actions don't just affect prehistoric life, but...
Okay, we're making some money somehow.
I suppose people will see what they want to see. And, can't stop them.
We need an emergency shelter. We need an emergency shelter.
Any idealism being dressed up as a fact of nature. Our work is too important to allow this to slow us down.
Geez, your self-belief is admirable. You know, others have had that same confidence with, let's say...
And we need another restroom.
Let's keep doing what we're doing. It's not like they'll actually be able to stop us anyway, huh?
Mr. Finch, I was just talking to our client about their ambitions to expand the park. Do you have something you want to explain?
Okay, don't be mad, but I have a lot of friends / enemies / debt in Vegas, and I knew we needed a crisis manager.
Insufficient funds.
Through the red tape and expand the site.
So as soon as we have the funds, we'll put in a power source.
Of course, let me slow it off as soon as I told her, but she's now good job falling apart before. I said she was at Jurassic World.
I am truly disappointed in you, Finch. But I confess that the client will be happy. The red tape is down, but the land still needs to be paid for.
funds to make this happen.
Okay, great. We have enough money for power source over here. And we have to accumulate an additional 200,000. So we need to wait on any other improvements. Yeah, there are sections where they are not visible, but there's nothing I can do about that right now. Like, it doesn't let me always put in a visibility one, like... I can't guarantee that will fix it. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is make sure these are all making a profit. So let's change the product until it's making more money than that. I think, yeah, right now the bento sushi is where it's at for this place. Fossil display, booth seating, jukebox. Books is 47%. Stationery is 48%. Fossil display is the most. Couches. Okay, so those should be making a larger profit now, yep, which we are. And then we basically just have to wait until we've accumulated the money, so we're going to speed forward. And then that's going to be the end of this episode for today. Yep, we got a new land, area unlocked, explore the new site. Looks good. Increase the genome, increase total dinosaur species, that's fine.
Diversity within our population would provide both scientific and entertainment value. That should be our
That's for the weird name one, right? Yeah.
Out to potential clients and have now had all the responses I wanted. The news is, well, I think you'll be as pleased and pleasantly surprised as I am. But let's talk about
Flying
this one.
one. We don't have the money to go on an expedition to where we need to go for the one that it's asking us for. Okay, that's fine. Can we get contracts now? No. We need contracts so that we can have money. Let's go ahead and give our scientists some rest while we wait. Yeah. New site available, East Asia.
East Asia has two states. And of course,
Could we
that's
go over there?
discovery, history, progress. But you know, it's a complex, chaotic world out there. And now, that global complexity, that intercontinental chaos, will have another fascinating variable to it. You, quite possibly go.
Certainly nothing that we can't handle, I'm sure. But allow me to give a proper briefing on these incredible opportunities. In Indonesia, there are rumors of disease in local dinosaur populations. We are tasked with developing a facility to monitor and handle any outbreaks.
Cool. That'd be fun.
A conservation-minded client in China has asked for our help in creating a spacious sanctuary for prehistoric giants.
That's cool too. That sounds like fun.
And there is a bee park in Japan that has fallen to ruin. We will need to put it back in working order and make it the success it was always meant to be.
That was so
All
cool.
three of these sites are significant, both in the importance of the work and in their benefit to our global reputation. These clients expect a lot of us. We best not disappoint.
Well, that was cool. I enjoyed that. That's neat. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. I think we need another sign. I think we need more money, right? It's more money, yeah. Oh, we don't have to do it here. So in the other park, I'll go ahead and research the genome of that, the one that I'm using for this kind of thing. And then we can come back and make sure that we're doing this park. But I'm really thrilled about that. That's really cool. Let's see. Cool. And then I want to make sure that our rangers and everything are okay, like that they have the upgrades they need, which they do. And I want to make sure that our maintenance facility has upgrades empty. So let's go ahead and do storm defense. Just because this place is like a sandstorm place, and so is everything else. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we need to be making a profit, and I'm not sure that we are. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to the other park and research this thing. I do want to see how to pronounce it, though. Which I don't know, so it's fine. We'll figure it out. This is the end of this episode for today, though. So off camera, I'm going to go ahead and probably play through the rest of this stuff. Getting this other flying dinosaur and getting this park up and running and going. And then the next episode that we'll have, you and I, is going to be the next park we decide to go and fix. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please make sure you leave me a like and a comment. Share the video with your friends, family, and followers. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And for the rest of November, it's probably going to be Jurassic World Evolution 3. I might also begin to play Town to City. I haven't downloaded it yet. I haven't bought it yet. There is a demo that I'm looking forward to playing. So I'm going to play the demo on my channel. But I'm probably going to not be back into Sims 4 until December. And that's okay because I'm still steadily working on my project that I want to tell you guys about and film a video about. So yeah, in the meantime, we'll have Jurassic World Evolution 3, and we'll also probably have Town to City, but we'll see, because I know it's what's popular right now. And then additionally, I just want to say there will also be some food content coming up on my channel. I'm going to film some shorts for what I eat in a day, because that's something that I'm passionate about and really enjoy watching. And even though this is a gaming channel, I feel like I can film whatever I want to for shorts. And it is my channel, so yeah. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching, travelers. I hope you have a great day wherever you're at in yours. Bye. Hey, travelers. This is Editing Me, so Editing Ian. This is me. I just wanted to come on and show you guys my park now that I was done with all of that. Like, I originally was just going to move on to the next park with you guys so that you could see the next park. But I thought it might be nice for you to see what I did with this one. Even though we're not done, we haven't reached 5 stars. We haven't increased the flying reptiles to 40 yet. We haven't increased the total dinosaur species to 10 quite yet. We will, of course. But I thought you might want to see what I did. So it's paused. The game is paused right now. And we've got, let's go to the front, basically, which I think is this one over here. Yeah. So this is the front of this park, and we saw it on my Let's Play, but I thought you guys might want to just see what I did. This is the arrival point, obviously, and then we've got a staff center, a science center. This is the maintenance facility for this part of the park, emergency shelter, response facility, expedition center, which we won't really use, so I'll probably wind up getting rid of that. More power, and then we got some amenities over here. Right now, they're not making a profit, but they were. I don't know if they just say they don't make a profit while you're paused or what, because they were doing fine. And you can clearly see that because we have a lot more money than we started with. We have a small hotel here. And then in this first one, we have, as far as I can remember, the pterodons and the Gosternbergia. I don't know if that's how that's pronounced. I haven't looked at the pronunciation for that one right now. But yeah, and the pterodons. So yeah. So right now we've got that going on in this enclosure. And then across from it, here we have the Quetzalcoatlus. We're releasing one because they don't like that there's too few adults. And then we also have these guys, these ones. I don't remember. There you go. The Dimorphodons. We have those ones in this enclosure. And then over here we have another hotel and some more power and a road leading that way if we want to expand. Emergency shelter, more power. We have some other amenities, and they all say they're negative profits, but again, they were doing fine when we were here. Restroom coverage is only 98%, so we want to see about that, definitely. And so that's what we're doing on this part of the park. And then way over here, we've got some more power and amenities, and a paleo-medical facility, and another restroom, and another response facility, and a maintenance facility, and another amenity, emergency shelter, another hotel, another restroom, more power, things like that. And then in this big one, I don't remember exactly what's in here. We've got her. She's waking up soon. She's the Tapajara, and then these are the Cayujara. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and I'm paused for a reason. So this is what I've done with this park so far, and now we're gonna go ahead and jump to a different park for the next video. But I will keep playing in this one and the one in Hawaii and the one in Montana, and I'll update you habitually on how those parks are doing. But this was the end of this one, and I just wanted you guys to see it. So again, thanks for watching. I'm sorry about the background noise. My heater is on. It's really cold today and stormy and pouring and stuff, so it's really cold, and I couldn't record without the heater, so I'm sorry about that. Anyway, leave me a like and a comment, share the video with your friends, family, and followers, subscribe if you're not already, and thanks for watching, guys. This has been a blast. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed this little looky see-through onto my park.